Hello friends, how are you all doing today? It is so good to have you here in this little space we share. I know that for many of you, the beginning of the week can feel like a mountain to climb, especially when the financial news cycle starts buzzing with all kinds of dramatic headlines about global conflicts, interest rates, and sudden shifts in the economy. I see you. And I want to start by saying that it is perfectly okay to feel a bit uneasy. Money is such an emotional topic, and when the world feels like it is moving too fast, it is only natural to feel that flicker of anxiety in your chest. But I am here to tell you that you do not have to let those numbers dictate your mood or your sense of self-worth. Today, let us just sit down, maybe grab a warm cup of coffee, and look at these market trends, not as scary monsters, but as simple cycles that have been happening long before us and will keep happening long after us. You might have been hearing a lot lately about how gold and silver have been pulling back, and how some folks are worried about Bitcoin or the state of the consumer. And yes, those things are happening, but let us breathe for a second and look at the bigger picture. It is like when you are training for a long hike, you cannot expect to run the whole way without stopping to catch your breath, or having a moment where your legs feel heavy. Markets are exactly the same. They have their sprints, and they have their resting periods. And that rest is not a sign of failure. It is just a necessary part of the rhythm. Think about it like this. If you are looking at your long-term goals, a temporary dip in the price of your assets is just a wrinkle in the fabric. It is not the end of the story. I know it is tempting to want to be a millionaire overnight. We all have those dreams. But the most sustainable kind of growth is the kind that happens quietly while you are busy living your life, doing the work you love, and spending time with the people who matter most. When I hear people panicking about whether the consumer is alive or if the economy is on the brink, I like to remind myself that my personal economy is what I have control over. I can control how much I save. I can control how much I spend on things that do not truly bring me joy, and I can control my own mindset. And that is a huge source of power. You see, the financial industry loves to make things sound complicated because they want you to feel like you need them. They want to sell you the idea that there is a secret code you need to crack. But the truth is so much simpler, and quite frankly, a lot more beautiful. It is about buying things you understand, holding on to them because you believe in their value, and having the patience to let time do the heavy lifting for you. Think of compound interest like a little invisible helper who works for you while you sleep. It does not need you to stress or to watch the ticker tape every single minute. It just needs you to be consistent, and that is where you win. It is about being gentle with yourself when you spend money on something that might not have been a necessity, but made your day a little brighter. We are humans, not robots, and a budget is not a cage. It is a way to make sure that the money you work so hard for is actually supporting the life you want to lead. Even when we talk about big scary things, like national debt or interest rate hikes, try to think of it as a macro environment that you are just navigating through. It is like the weather. You cannot stop the rain, but you can definitely buy a good umbrella and wear your favorite boots. For those of you who feel scared to start investing, I want you to know that there is no rush. Being on the sidelines while you wait for the right moment is a strategy in itself. Call it your planning phase. You are observing, you are learning, and you are getting your ducks in a row. And when the moment comes that feels right for you, you will act from a place of confidence. Not fear. I want to talk about how we treat our assets, whether it is gold, silver, or even your index funds. These are not just tickers on a screen, they are parts of your future. If you treat them like a house you are taking care of, you tend to make better decisions. You paint the walls, you fix the roof, and you trust that it will keep you safe. You do not sell your house just because the neighborhood had a bad day. And you should not feel the need to sell your investments just because the market had a bad week. There is so much talk right now about the divide between those who have and those who have not, and I know that can feel heavy. It can feel like the world is unfair. And in many ways it is, but focusing on what you have and how you can nurture it is the most productive path forward. Instead of looking at the gap, look at the bridge you are building for yourself. One step, $1, one smart decision at a time. And remember that when things seem really uncertain, like the experts are saying about 2029 or 2030, the best thing you can do is live a balanced life, maintain fiscal responsibility, and keep your focus on your own personal growth. Because at the end of the day, your ability to adapt and your peace of mind are the real assets that no market crash can ever take away from you. I often get asked if I am worried about the job market or the tech sector cutting back on hiring, and I understand why that causes so much stress. But maybe this is also a signal to look at our own skills and ask ourselves what we are doing to stay curious and stay relevant. Not because we are afraid of being left behind, but because we love to grow. That is the difference between anxiety-driven action and purpose-driven action. And I want you to always choose the latter. Let us talk about the habit of checking our portfolios. If you find yourself checking it 5 times a day, try to challenge yourself to check it once a week or once a month. You will find that the sky does not fall, and your brain will get so much more space to focus on the things that actually make you happy, like a walk in the park, a good book, or a conversation with a friend. That is the kind of wealth that money cannot buy, and it is the kind of wealth that makes the ups and downs of the market feel so much smaller. I promise you, we are all just figuring this out as we go. There is no perfect expert who knows exactly what will happen next. And acknowledging that reality is the ultimate liberation. It allows you to stop looking for a guru and start trusting your own intuition. So as you go into the rest of your week, please remember to be kind to yourself. Do not judge your past financial mistakes. They were just tuition fees for the wisdom you have today. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and remember that you are doing a great job just by being here and caring about your future. You are worthy of abundance, you are capable of stability, and you have everything you need to navigate whatever comes your way. Thank you for letting me share these thoughts with you. It means the world to me that we can walk this path together. And I will be right here whenever you need a little perspective or just a reminder to take a deep breath. Let us keep building our lives with intention. And let us keep finding joy in the simple act of living. I am so proud of you, and I cannot wait to catch up again very soon. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you later. I want you to remember that your worth is not tied to the stock market. When things feel heavy, just try to put your phone away for an hour. Go make a cup of tea, look out the window, and realize that life is still happening. Right outside, the sun is still rising, the trees are still growing, and your life is so much. We often get caught up in the idea that we need to have it all figured out, but nobody has it all figured out. We are all just learning. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, and sometimes we just learn how to be a little more resilient. I think about the way people talk about debt and inflation. It can feel like a crushing weight, but we can manage it. We can create plans that make sense for our own reality, not the reality that some talking head on television describes. Let us take back our power. Let us be the ones who define what success looks like for ourselves. Maybe for you, success is having no debt. Maybe for you, it is being able to buy that fresh fruit at the grocery store without checking the price, whatever it is, honor it, and keep working toward it with small, consistent steps. I also want to talk about how we treat our savings. It should be like a little nest, something that keeps you warm when the world gets cold. Do not rush the process, do not force the growth, just keep adding to it, keep nurturing it, and let it grow at its own natural pace. I know the world is noisy, I know the headlines are loud, but you can choose to turn the volume down. You can choose to focus on your own peace. And you can choose to trust that you are going to be okay. Because the truth is, you are capable, you are smart, and you have everything you need. Keep showing up for yourself, keep being curious, and keep finding the beauty in the small, everyday moments of managing your money. I am here for you, and we will keep navigating this together. One day at a time, just keep breathing, keep living, and keep moving forward with grace. You are doing better than you think. You really are. I have seen people get caught in the trap of constant comparison, looking at what others are doing, looking at how fast others are growing their wealth. But that is a race that never ends, and it is a race that does not have a finish line. So why run it? Instead, run your own race at your own pace and find joy in your own progress. That is where the real happiness is. That is where the real freedom is found. And that is what I want for each and every one of you. So take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let go of the stress. You have survived every single difficult day you have ever had, and you will survive whatever comes next. Keep going, keep dreaming, and keep building, because you are worth it. Everything you are working for, everything you are hoping for, it matters, and you are creating a foundation that will support you for years to come. Thank you for being the person who cares enough to listen. Thank you for being the person who takes their future seriously, and thank you for trusting me to be a part of your journey. Let us stay connected, let us keep talking, and let us keep growing together. One step at a time, you have got this. I know you do, and I cannot wait to see what you achieve. Remember that you are the architect of your own life, and you are building something beautiful. Keep your head up, stay humble, stay kind, and above all, stay true to yourself, because that is the most important investment you will ever make. Take care, my friend, and I will be here waiting for you next time. Stay brave, stay calm, and keep being the amazing person you are. The world needs more of your light. And I am so grateful that you decided to spend this time with me today. Go have a wonderful week, and remember to be gentle with yourself as you navigate the complexities of life. You are doing great. Really, everything will fall into place. Just keep trusting the process and keep taking those small steps. I believe in you, I really do, and I cannot wait to hear about all the wonderful things you learn along the way. This has been such a wonderful time with you, and I am so glad we could share these thoughts. Remember that I am always here if you need a reminder to take a breath, or if you just need someone to say that it is okay, because it really is, everything is going to be okay. Just keep moving forward with purpose and joy, and always remember to find the beauty in the journey. That is what life is all about, and that is what makes it worth living. Keep being you. Keep being amazing, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, my dear friend. Take care. Take care. Honestly, think of the market like a vast ocean. It has its tides, sometimes the water rises high and sometimes it pulls back to reveal the sand. But the ocean itself is not your enemy. You are just a surfer out there learning how to balance. Sometimes you catch a great wave and sometimes you just float and enjoy the view. Both are part of the experience and both are completely fine. Do not let anyone make you feel bad for just floating. We live in a culture that screams at us to be aggressive, to trade every day, to jump on the newest trend before it vanishes. But that is not how you build a lasting, peaceful relationship with your resources.